everyone, welcome home. While you were in the content shop, I cooked up another video for you to eat. Growing up, my mom always used to yap to me about whatever urban legend she was teaching her class at the time. And now I'm in her class. In her class, my mom teaches us that there are 5 purposes of mythology. Create a sense of history, reinforce a belief system, explain or exploit the unknown, teach a moral lesson, and finally, entertain. How does this tie into mythology? Well, I don't know. Story time. Story goes that 3 young girls are having a sleepover, and they're kind of joking around, they're telling stories, they're gossiping to one another, and at some point, one of the girls gets dared to go do Bloody Mary in the bathroom, and she goes and does it, and nothing happens at first, because if you don't know, it's Bloody Mary, and either she gets killed by, like, some spirit ghost thing, she gets her eyes ripped out, that's one of the versions I've heard, or she winds up in a mental hospital after the whole ordeal. Okay, so, because this speed paint is almost over, let's talk about the 5 purposes of mythology that it fulfills. Yay. Does this create a sense of history?
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Because it didn't occur in the last 500 years.
Does it reinforce a belief system?
Yes, it does.
How?
By having these girls believe that something bad will happen to them if, they say Bloody Mary 3 times.
Does it exploit or explain the unknown?
Not really. Actually, yeah, it does.
Yeah, because of Bloody Mary. Does it teach a moral lesson?
Yes, it teaches you the moral lesson of not giving in to peer pressure and don't mess with witchcraft or things beyond your understanding.
Okay. Does this entertain?
Yes, it entertains me so much, and it entertains millions of girls that sleep over across the ages.
Alright.
Story 2!
So, have you heard the story of the hook? Because you haven't heard of Bloody Mary.
I have heard of Bloody Mary, excuse you. I have not heard the story of the hook, though, so please explain.
So basically, these two teenagers go to a cliff or a river or something to do what teenagers do, and the girl kind of, like, pushes him off, and she either gets a call from her dad, or, like...
What, did they, like, kiss at this mountain? Like, what do teenagers do at mountains?
Anyways, either the girl gets a call from her dad, or, like, they get, like, this radio thingy, and it's basically saying, like, there's this killer on the loose. And the story usually ends one of 3 ways. They find, like, the hook that the killer has, like, on the side of their car after driving out. The girl winds up dead in the car after the police find her. Or the police find her alive, but her boyfriend is hanging over the car, dead. You know what time it is. Does it create a sense of history?
No, it doesn't, because it didn't happen in the last 500 years, right?
Does it reinforce a belief system?
Yes, it does. It reinforces that teenagers make bad decisions sometimes.
Does it exploit or explain the unknown?
Yeah.
How?
Because, it exploits the unknown by having the mystery of this hook and this killer and her...
Does it teach a moral lesson?
Yes, it teaches the moral lesson of not going out to secluded places at night.
And is it entertaining?
Oh, it's very entertaining.
Okay. Story number 3. Okay, you know the story of the babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Basically, girl's babysitting, I think it's like 3 kids.
Yeah.
Were you told 3?
I was told 3.
Yeah, she's babysitting these 3 kids for, like, I think it's like a weekend or something.
Yeah, the parents are out for a while.
Yeah. And she keeps getting this call from this mysterious guy who's, like, saying something along the lines like, I'm going to kill the kids. And
oh my god, I remember babysitting my brother after hearing this story, and
oh
I was
my
so scared
God.
when I heard the phone ring, but it was just my parents checking up on us.
But anyways, and the babysitter, she keeps ignoring the calls until, like, she hears, like, I think it was, like, glass shattering or something weird like that.
Yeah.
And either she finds, like, the kid's dead, or she calls the police and the kids are alive, or she dies. Like, there's no good ending to this story, I think.
I feel like the calling the police and everyone lives is the good ending.
Yeah, I guess. But, like,
you know, it's
usually
still dramatic, but
yeah,
at least everyone lives. Great time!
Okay, bye. Does this create a sense of history?
No, it does not, because once again, it's a very recent story.
Okay.
Urban legend. Urban legend.
Yeah. Does it reinforce a belief system?
Yeah.
How?
It reinforces the belief system that you should be very cautious when left home alone, even if you are the one in charge, you know, like the babysitter.
Okay.
And also, you know, like, immediately report when you're getting calls like that. That's not okay.
Okay. Does it exploit or explain the unknown?
Not really, because it's all, like, real people.
Alright. Does it teach a moral lesson?
Moral lesson? Kind of, you know, like, in the sense that you should be cautious, you know,
Alright,
that's the moral.
Okay. And finally, Vi, my best friend, are you entertained?
Oh, I love this story. Scared me so bad when I was little, but I love it now.
Okay, I forget the name of this last story, but this guy is coming home from, like, a prom, and he sees this pretty girl on the side of the road, and he's thinking, well, it's prom night, she's all dressed up, I think she's probably from high school, let's try and bring her home. Like, to her home, not to his home, obviously, and...
Okay, apologies for the interruption.
Yeah, sorry about that. But he's like taking this girl home, and he asks her, hey, where do you live? And she gives him an address, and he's like, okay. He takes her to the area, drops her off, knocks on the door, she's in the back seat. He decides to talk to the homeowner, and he's like, hey, I have your daughter here with me. And she's like, the homeowner's like, you're not funny. And he's like, why? She died 8 years ago on this night. And he looks back into his car. Girl's gone.
Okay, so I'd actually, like, never leave my house again in fear. Like...
Does this create a sense of history?
No, it doesn't, because it's a very recent story.
Okay, stop, mister. Does it reinforce a belief system?
Yes.
How?
Wait. Does it?
Yeah, about ghosts.
Oh, yeah, about ghosts.
Does it exploit or explain the unknown?
Yes, it does, because you have, like, the unknown of the girl just, like, magically disappearing after death, and yeah.
Does it teach a moral lesson?
I guess in the way that, like, you shouldn't pick up strangers, but even then, the girl wasn't, like, particularly dangerous. She just kind of went away after she realized that he knew that she was dead.
Yeah. Are you entertained?
I am entertained.
Okay. So, now we just do the outro. Alright. Thanks for watching. Vi, you can talk until I do the official part of the outro.
Oh, okay.
This was an experience.
Wait. Yeah, this was a very...
Sorry, the light that we have as our guiding light just went out, and we just both screamed. So we recorded this in a car late at night, and the shenanigans that happened.
Dog, when the light turned on, when your mom was watching
Oh my god, yes.
Dog. Dude, I thought I was gonna... My stomach hurts from laughing and screaming so much.
This was truly an experience, a horrifying night. Anything you want to say before I do the official outro?
No, guest speaker doesn't usually have much to say.
Alright. Well, that's that. I started up your car, and I'll see you next time you come home.
Butterscotch pie!